How y'all doing? It's Whitey Jenkins, and this here's the Whitey Jenkins Show. We're back for another episode. We took a week off for Thanksgiving and all that good stuff, and now we're back, ready to get at it again. And we got us a guest now, much like when we had old Mac Wallace on here last time. The son bitch ain't got no video, but he's got his picture up there, and there he is, right there. IZZY Rotten. How you doing, Izzy?
I'm good, man. How are you?
Hell, I'm doing pretty damn good, man. I went down there this weekend. Old Jackson took me to Anniston to the comedy club. Hell, they some bitches let me get up on stage, and now they done got me booked.
You're booked.
Yeah, check this out. Hold on, Smokey. I know you listening. Whoa, not get off the screen, damn it. What are you doing? Put that thing up you made. Look at there. Friday, December the 17th. And Friday, December 31st, otherwise known as New Year's effing Eve, you can see Whitey Jenkins doing stand-up comedy at the Happy Hour Comedy Club in Anniston, Alabama. There's the address right there on stage, as seen on EPW television every Sunday morning, or most Sunday mornings, not every Sunday morning, but you know what I'm talking about.
You're a
What do you
big
think about
star
that,
now.
Izzy?
You're a big star now, man.
Damn right. Making it happen, boy.
You're gonna have
I
to.
hear I hear EPW's ratings is through the roof since Whitey Jenkins has been coming on there doing the commentary. Especially this last Sunday, I was on there the whole dadgum show, boy. I bet WTVA was getting all kinds of phone calls and letters about how great it was.
I bet they were.
Damn right. Well, how you been, man?
Man, I'm making it. I'm making it. I'm doing very well, very well.
Well, I mean, I know you still at odds with the Bone Crusher and Daniel Nova. Y'all got y'all stuff going on over there. I mean, how's that treating you?
Like a trip to the dentist. I mean, like a trip to the dentist.
I mean, hell, you and Bone Crusher. I mean, it's like the modern day Jerry Lawler and Bill Dundee. You know what I mean? Like, I mean, I know y'all were getting along there for a little while, and you was a good guy, but I mean, y'all just. I mean, I reckon y'all just gonna be fighting till one of y'all ain't here no more, right? I mean, that's just y'all are just like oil and water.
It's gonna be him. He's a lot older than I am.
Well, I mean,
It's time to put the horse down. Honestly, it's time to just put the horse down in his pasture.
I wasn't gonna be rude and point out that he was a couple years older than you, but I mean, I guess to your point, I mean, I guess if we're going on age, I guess maybe it's more his time than yours. But I mean, he's a pretty dangerous feller, you know. I mean, he ain't no telling what he's liable to do to try to run you out of here, is he?
He's not gonna run me out. He's not been able to run me out for the last 20 years, so he's not gonna start tonight or tomorrow or Saturday. And I'm gonna slap his son around come Saturday. So I wish you'd come in for that.
Well, I was going to, but I have prior obligations. Uh, I got to hang out with the old lady. You know what I mean? So, but I'm
Yeah.
gonna be down there the 18th, and then I'll be back down there the first as well. But
Oh.
while we're talking about it, let's go ahead right here. Put up on the screen. Boom. Headlocks for Toys. Toy Drive this Saturday night, December the 11th. Right there at the EPW Arena in Boonville. Now tell us what that means, Izzy, about headlocks for toys and what that means for the fans.
That means if some of you fans want to bring a toy, which I would really appreciate it, and I'm sure all the kids would. Um, you guys bring a toy, and the next week you get a discounted ticket. They'll give you I think it's a voucher for a discounted ticket the next week for the 18th show. So, uh, the admission price is still $8 and $10, but we're gonna take all that and go buy toys with it. So, I mean, it's a good cause. It, it's it's for all the unfortunate all the less fortunate children in Prentice County.
Yeah, them unfortunate childrens. It is unfortunate that they need them some toys. So it is. Hey, all kidding aside, it's a very good thing that EPW is doing. I'm proud y'all are doing it. And look at it this way: not only if you bring a toy, are you helping out the unfortunate childrens around there, but you'll get a voucher to get a discount to come on the 18th when you be able to see Whitey Jenkins and Shane Mako live and in
Yeah,
person right there in the EPW's arena. What more could you ask for, really? I mean,
I agree. I agree 100%. You got to discount it for these rednecks, though. I mean, honestly.
I mean, you know, yeah, especially coming up around Christmas time because they got to start making some choices. Or are we gonna keep the lights on and buy grandma a new moo, or are we gonna come down there and watch Izzy Rotten whoop up on Daniel Nova? And and I don't expect them to be happy about that because it seemed like I wasn't there, but I seen the video a couple different times. It seemed like people got a little upset the night you turned on them boys.
Oh
That's the way
yeah,
it come across on video. Now, was I misinterpreting that, or were them people kind of pissed off?
they were upset. They were crying. They were people. No, please don't leave. Please don't leave. And especially when my voice cracked, they were like, "Oh, he's gonna cry. Oh no!" And then all of a sudden, I should have won an Oscar for that. I should
All
have.
you needed was one of them salmon-covered suits, and you'd have outdone Mark Henry for the greatest non-retirement speech in history.
Exactly.
But I
Mark.
tell you what, you did. You deserved an Oscar or an Emmy or whatever the little statue is you get for acting good. Because I tell you, I mean, I saw it and I was sitting there watching. I was like, "Oh, daggum, Izzy's going to retire." I didn't even know. I ain't talked to him in a minute, and then next thing I know, you're whooping up on him. And I was like, "God dang, you got him again, them dumb some bitches." Good stuff. Now,
So,
people been sending in some questions and whatnots.
oh
And
God.
they going to be upset if I don't ask this. So I told them I would. I told them I didn't know if you'd answer it, but I told them I'd ask. So here we go.
Okay.
What has happened to Super Ed? I know he ain't special no more, allegedly.
Uh,
But he was on the television pretty regularly there, and then now he's not. And we're just kind of figuring out what's going on with him.
honestly, I really don't know. Okay, so I Super Ed went to Championship Wrestling from Memphis. Appeared on a couple shows, and then they were trying to dwindle down their locker room and said, "We're going to rotate talent." And the next thing I know is here's
You ain't made
future.
it back in the rotation, is what you're saying.
I didn't make it back in the rotation.
It's a big old merry-go-round. You just ain't got back around there yet. That's all it is.
That's what it is. That's what it is, and I'm not the only one. There's a couple other. Uh, it's okay.
Well, I ain't got my invitation yet to come on there. I mean, I figured once they heard about how the ratings for EPW just exploded when Whitey Jenkins showed up, that pretty soon they would rather have Whitey Jenkins on Memphis Wrestling from Memphis or whatever it's called, more so than a fake Tiger King or something like that. But apparently, they'd rather have a bootleg Joey Roddick or whatever than have Whitey Jenkins on there. And I mean, that's up to them. But I think I'd pull a lot better ratings. I got a lot of fans in Memphis, Tennessee, as you well know.
Do you? Yeah, I
Hell
know.
yeah. They love Whitey in Memphis, Tennessee.
Hey
I
man,
used to hang
listen.
out on Bill Street all the time.
Until I get that best of luck with your future endeavors, I'll always be there.
There you go.
I ain't got that yet, so I'm
As long
still.
as you don't get that Laurinaitis text message.
That's never
Whoever does the
gotten
Laurinaitis roll up there, I don't know. I don't know if that's Neil Taylor or Maria or who does that. But as long as you ain't got that, you still in the mix. You know what I mean?
still in the mix.
But I mean, I could come up there and be the second coming of Lance Russell. You know, I mean,
You
I know
could.
Dustin don't want anybody taking his spot, and that's probably why he don't want, because he don't want me come snatch him out from behind the table like I do Gross Joey down there at EPW Arena. So that's probably why they ain't let me in the building, because I've come up there a few times, as you well know. But every time, you know, they're like, "Oh, Whitey, you ain't allowed to come in here drunk. I mean, you ain't allowed to come in here, and you ain't booked, and you can't buy a ticket." And they don't want me in there, I guess, because they don't want me to get in there and, you know, take over commentary. Because then I'd steal the ratings from him, and then his old lady'd probably want to come home with me too, and it'd just be a whole bunch
Uh-oh.
of problems. You know what I mean?
You give her the 5-star. It'll be a
So,
10-star rating.
that's damn right. All right, well, you answered that. That's good. That's
Yeah.
good. So, what do you see in the future? Because, I mean, like I say, we know this Saturday you're going to whoop up on Daniel Nova, and at some point, you're going to finally get your hands on Bone Crusher and put him down like Old Yeller. I mean, that's just inevitable. But what do you see going into 2022? What does Izzy Rotten want to accomplish moving forward, moving past Bone Crusher and Bone Crusher Jr. in the future for EPW?
Man, honestly, I think maybe 2022 may be the last hurrah for me. I'm not really for sure. I I I mean, I still love the wrestling business, but it's just I'd rather have some hands backstage with producing and things like that more than I would being out there in the ring. There's guys now that are in EPW. EPW is not the same EPW it was 5 years ago. It's not the same it was 3 years ago. It's totally different. There's a youth movement, and honestly, some of us guys just need to step back, like me. And I mean, it's just let the young guys take a hold of it. You know?
I get it. And yeah, definitely. Um, I mean, everything from the wrestlers, just, you know, I mean, the building, to look at the building,
Right.
all that. I mean, it's completely, you know, new and evolved EPW. And you, I mean, and they've always drawn, but I mean, man, y'all draw some, you know, consistent crowds, and man, when you bring these names in there, I mean, hell, you can't pack everybody in there that shows up to the show. So I mean, y'all have
Right.
done a hell of a job.
And that's not a knock on our older guys and stuff like that. I mean,
No,
but you know, it's time to let these guys shine, and a lot of us have. I mean, we've taken a back seat and letting some of these guys, you know, go out there and shine. But I mean, it's time to build around them.
no, I mean, I get what you're saying, but there's an art to that where you have to keep the people that everybody knows and familiar with around as you ease the younger people in and start getting them over. And I think y'all have done a good job with that so far. You know,
Yeah.
because that's kind of, if you ask me, I mean, that's what killed Memphis before. I mean, I know they're bringing it back and they're doing all they can, but they never, you know, the older guys never really stepped aside, or they certainly never, you know, put over the young guys. You know, they just kept on, keeping on, you know, and
Right.
that's why you never really had. I mean, you can name on probably one hand, but definitely on two hands, how many stars were made in Memphis in the, you know, the last 15, 20 years,
Right.
and that's crazy. So I mean, I think you couldn't just everybody just up and go at once, but I think it's y'all have done a good job bringing in these young guys and helping get them over. I mean, you know, whether people like him or not, you know, Justin Klein and his guys have done a good job. And I don't usually put him over. I give him a lot of crap online, obviously, but you know, they've done a good job getting in there, and people hate their damn guts and they pay money to come see them get whooped. And you know, guys like K Swiss and all them, you know, the hot shots and all them guys. And then, you know, Trace Hunt just kind of came out of nowhere and has become a big star for EPW. So, I'm excited about EPW's future. I didn't know. I thought if I heard your voice break, I was gonna say, "Some bitch, he's doing another retirement speech. He's fixing to turn on me through the damn computer."
No, 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 I agree. You know, we're and we're growing each and every week. I've got David Richards is coming in Christmas night, and he has started sending some of his training school guys to us
Nice.
for work. So, you know, we're gonna trade out a couple guys there, and he's gonna bring in some more guys. You know, when he feels that they're ready, he's gonna send them to us. So, I think it'll be good.
Well, I still say somewhere, somehow, one of these days, I want to see Davey Richards in there with Scott Morgan.
I
We're gonna have to make that happen somehow.
we can maybe make that happen.
Good deal. Because he's a tough little bastard. You've seen him in there. I mean, he's a hard hitting son of a gun.
Yeah, David Richards is a hard hitting son of a gun.
I know it. That's what I mean. They're gonna beat the hell out of each other, boy. It'll be something else for sure. Most definitely. So that's another thing too. You know, we talked about the toy drive coming up on the 11th, and then you got another show the 18th. But something that EPW has been known for now for years is that big Christmas show. Y'all do a show on Christmas night every year. It's usually, you know, one of the most one of the biggest shows, but I mean one of the most attended shows because I mean,
Right.
let's all face it, we all love Christmas, we all love our family and all that, but god dang, man, once the presents are open and you done ate, ain't nothing else open, man. You just sitting there at the house with nothing to do. You ready to go watch some wrestling?
The only thing open is wrestling and the movie theater, and there's nothing out playing that's worth seeing. So just come on out to EPW Christmas night. See Davey Richards, hang around. It's gonna be a heck of a night.
That's gonna be a heck of a show. I'm pretty excited about that. I hate I can't make it over for that, but you know, maybe next Christmas we'll see. But,
you playing Santa for somebody?
Well, you know, Santa Whitey has to make his way around the trailer park and help out, you know, the less fortunate cheerings. You know, I mean, y'all are doing y'all's toy drive, and I'm planning on, you know, raiding the Walmart. I mean, buying some stuff at the Walmarts, you know, and carry it around the trailer park and help out some of them cheerings that their parents can't afford to buy nothing, or they spend all their money on other things. You know, I ain't really talking about that here on air, but you know, Whitey likes to, you know, I may play a bad guy on TV, but you know, I try to balance it out, you know, because I don't want to go to hell or nothing. So, you know, got to do something good to balance that shit out, you know.
Yep.
I'm still kind of thrown with the not being on the video, just having that picture up there. Like I said, it's like when Mac Wallace was on here. I don't know if you saw that, but there's a dude on here. He's like 108, and he had a flip phone, and he couldn't use the video, so he had to put a picture up there too.
I like my picture. That's my call me picture.
There you go. I got you. So, what else you want to talk about, Izzy?
Well, I don't know, man. Just pick something.
Pick something.
Pick something.
Damn, you act like I'm the host or something. Like I'm the one that's supposed to lead this shit. I don't.
You called me.
No, actually, that ain't how this works. You kayfabing everybody, but I mean, this is the time of day when the pills start kicking. I mean, not. I didn't mean to say that, but
how many of you had to drink today?
Oh, I stopped counting about 3:30. I've had a few, you know, and a guy like me, all them years I wrestled and I did all them death matches and stuff, I have to take a few pain medicines to get through the day. Of course, they're all prescribed to somebody. Not necessarily me, but, you know, prescribed to someone somewhere.
Somewhere.
That's right. So, well, what's your favorite pain pill of choice? If you want me to just ask questions, I'll just...
we can't comment on that. There we go.
Oh, now you don't. You tell me to ask questions. Now you don't answer. Now you clam it up all of a sudden.
we're not going to discuss my habits.
Okay, that's probably for the best, if I'm being honest.
Yeah.
Is there anybody? Is there anybody on the EPW roster you'd like to have a match with before you do decide to hang them up?
Logan Stunt.
Logan Stunt.
Yep. I want to throw him around like I did his little brother. I think, he wants to be this big martial arts, kick your face in, but I don't think he can do that to me. I
I
want
don't
to
know
go.
if he can do that to anybody over the age of 8.
I want to go toe to toe with that kid. I want to see what he's got.
Wait a minute! I didn't realize we just speaking of Mac Wallace a minute ago. He said he wants me to ask you if you still got that belt he loaned you.
Yeah, tell him, yeah.
Mac, he still got it. Don't worry, it's in safe hands.
Yep, I still.
And he says he'll wrestle you. So
yeah,
there's that.
I tell him if he can change his depends, I'll wrestle him.
You'll put that belt on the line, won't you? Because
I'll put that belt on the line.
There you go. So you never know coming up in 2022 if Mac lives past New Year's Eve.
Hey man,
then
weren't you booked on this big David Cox show? What happened?
I wasn't ever booked on it. You was.
That show
you was
never
booked
happened.
on that thing. What happened? That some bitch right up till the day was on Facebook, sharing that shit and lying and talking about how it's gonna be a show. Now he ain't got nothing to say. I called him out today and tagged him in it. Ain't said a word.
Yep. Well, I think everybody that is on that David Cox page should delete it because it's hurting the business. Honestly, it hurts. What happens if EPW wants to run in Pontotoc? What happens if we want to go over there one Friday night and run Pontotoc? Now we've got to deal with, well, there was a show over here and they canceled it. They
ain't getting me again. I ain't going down there for nothing again.
Right, exactly. And I mean, and Kenny Valiant's running this show. I shouldn't even get it. I'm not.
Is that a real show? Okay, let's just talk about that real quick. We got a few minutes. Is that or is that not a real show? I don't know.
I think it is, but if anybody knows Kenny, be ready. I mean, it is Christmas. They're running against us, but.
Well, I mean, like was it last year or the year before? He had a big Christmas show booked, and he had a deal. He was advertising a battle royal where you had to pay $10 to enter the battle royal as a wrestler. I mean, that was a real thing that he did.
That's some Whitey Jenkins shit there.
I was pissed off. Like, don't go ripping off my stuff, big boy. I was doing that a long time ago, back when you were still rolling around in ice cream battle royals. I was having folks pay me $10 to get in the battle royals. So don't even go there. But I remember he had that advertised either last year or year before. It never happened. And then I swear people tell me that I was extra drunk that day, but I swear for Lord, 2, 3, 4 years ago, he advertised a show intertwined with his alleged funeral. It was going to be like a wrestling show immediately followed by his funeral because he was telling everybody he was about to die. Is that wasn't that a thing, or am I making that up?
No,
I used to have the poster saved on a computer somewhere. I mean, that's a good way to get out of booking. I mean, you got to paying folks because I mean, I started to rip that off. I go, Whitey Jenkins Memorial Show, and then when people come look and get paid, like, oh, he died. His funeral's going on across the street. And then once they all get across the street, lock the damn door, head out the back, man.
Right.
I mean, that's. Yeah.
I mean, that's.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I ain't knocking the guy. We've all been there. We've all done some shady shows we ain't proud of. You know what I mean? But still, but I mean, but I mean, I'm just saying. Think of Mac Wallace, and that's why I ride with you.
Right behind you.
Yeah. Anyway,
sponsor right behind your huddle house.
old Huddle House. You know how hard it was to get them to be a sponsor because of all the bad publicity they got. Because of never mind. Anyway, we ain't gonna go there. But that David Cox thing, I've been telling people for a while. Just delete the sumbitch. Don't acknowledge him. Don't put it over, because every time somebody tags him and puts it over, you're helping him. And man, he was putting them shows on those groups, and people were asking, where can I get tickets? And hell, the sumbitch come back. Oh, you can get them at Seafood Junction. I'm like, what are these people going to think when they go to Seafood Junction and them folks don't know what the hell they're talking about? I mean, I know it's somebody in the business, and that's what makes me mad. If it was just some fan screwing with everybody, it'd be aggravating. It'd be like, well, whatever. But it's somebody in the business, and that's what's shitty.
Yep. I agree, and it just hurts the business. That's all it does.
But they don't care.
No,
they obviously don't care.
They're all they do is wrestle for the church promotion, and that's it.
Praise the Lord.
Praise the Lord.
Bless David Cox and his fake Facebook. But I mean, Gene Jackson told me that Axeman called him up all heated, saying that people were telling him that Gene Jackson was the one doing the David Cox thing. Just because Gene Jackson interviewed that sumbitch on YouTube 9 years ago, it means every time David Cox's name comes up, it's got to be something to do with him. He was pretty hot about it, honestly. But
I thought it was Dustin Burcham. And everybody said I got a person that still says that he'll put his hand on the Bible. He believes it's Dustin Burcham.
I asked him point blank. He says it wasn't him. So I mean, I ain't got no reason not to believe him. But
right.
Hopefully it's over with now. I mean, but I'm guessing if I know how these folks operate, he's going to be quiet for a little while until everybody kind of forgets, and then he'll kick up again with another show.
Yep.
Just never acknowledge the other one didn't happen, and there will be. But it's like you say, if everybody will just delete him, ignore him, maybe he would have no choice but to go away.
Yep.
But, I mean, hey, I'm all about having fun, but that just ain't doing nobody no good.
No, absolutely not.
So before we get out of here, let's talk about, you can go right there to the EPW YouTube channel, subscribe. You can see videos from the EPW live events. You can see episodes of the EPW wrestling show. If you don't live anywhere where you can get WTVA, all of the shows pop up there every Sunday, and all the past episodes are there. So go there and subscribe. You can go to EPWWrestlingMS.com. You can get discounted tickets there. You can get shirts and hats and drawers and any kind of EPW stuff you'd ever want to think of. Ain't that right?
Yep. EPW socks, hats.
EPW socks.
Yep.
So, I mean, who the hell wouldn't want some EPW socks? I mean, let's be honest. I mean, you could be pretty impressive rocking some EPW socks around. And again, come out this Saturday night for the toy drive. Bring a toy. You'll be helping out the charity, and you get a discount on the ticket for the 18th when Whitey Jenkins and Shane Mako's going to be there.
That's right.
And don't forget, boom, Friday, December the 17th, you can come to Happy Hour Comedy Club in Anniston, Alabama, 1021 U.S. Highway 431 North. You can come on the 17th, the night before I'm going to be at EPW's, or better yet, come back again on the 31st, New Year's Eve with Whitey Jenkins. What could be more fun than that? Izzy? Hell, you need to bring your ass over.
Nope.
Come on.
No, nope.
Well,
I got New Year's at the FedEx Forum.
Oh, I forgot you're the big baller. You up there in the fancy dancy suite up there at the Forum every time. Mike Wallace said he bought some EPW underwear, but you can't see the logo anymore. Dadgum, man.
Nasty. Oh, shitty britches.
Oh, Mike, bless his heart. He ain't going to be with us a lot longer, so we just have to kind of tolerate him.
God, we hope not.
Well, Izzy, we appreciate you being on the show, man. And like I say, I'll be coming over around the 18th. I'm gonna bring old Shane Mako with me, and we're gonna cause a disturbance. I'm quite sure.
There you go.
And I'm gonna tell you something else. If old Justin JB Klein keeps getting cross with me on Facebook, me and him might have to go around one of these points too, because he said
You may have to.
inflammatory stuff towards me the other day, and I ain't like it none.
I think you two should do a drinking contest.
He don't want none of that, I promise you. I'm sure he drinks damn, if he can find some Zima or some sissified, what is it, the preppy boys with the sweaters around their neck like him drink these days? White Claw? Is that what he drinks, the White Claw?
Claw.
We don't allow no White Claw in the drinking contest, son. You look right there behind me, Miller High Life. That's how you do it.
That's right. The
champagne of beers. Damn right, boy. That's how we do it up in here. All right, Izzy, you take care of yourself. We're going to get on out of here right now. And y'all get down there this Saturday night, December the 11th, for EPW. Toys. Headlocks for damn, man, we got to wrap this up.
Headlocks for toys.
Headlocks for damn toys. There you go. Get out there and help somebody out. We appreciate it. Smokey, hit the button, man.
Smokey, hit the button.
Smokey, you're making me look like an idiot. Come on.